I mean, this gear can give you better stats than your legendaries, but like
it's your legendary.
Well, that and it's the bonus effect of having the same pieces equipped.
And you know what else? Another thing that bugs me about some video games it's like.
What?
I'm sorry. I was getting something. The one thing is that you can have a very, very incredibly powerful armor that looks like absolute dog shit.
I hate that too.
You know what I'm saying? That is probably the biggest turnoff for me when it comes to a fantasy fiction video game or any fantasy game, period.
Now they fixed that in World of Warcraft with the transmog system.
Yeah, because a lot of the end game sets were garbage. Especially like
I've heard
certain because
or when you're leveling up, you look like a clown.
Yeah, because I don't know if you know, Lex, but there are classes in the game, and they have certain end game sets that have a specific appearance tied to their class.
James used to tell me about that.
So you would go from expansion to expansion, and it'd be like, wow, this set is garbage, but the set in the last expansion was great, but the stats difference is enormous. So now you could just be like, oh, just slap the appearance of the old set on the new set. Golden.
Well, that's the thing. That was the biggest. I think that the biggest upset of Destiny.
I just want a change of scenery.
Absolutely. The biggest upset with Destiny was when you put an expansion in. Mm-hmm. Your armor and weapons you maxed that shit out. It was garbage.
Well, that's every video game.
But the problem is like this is the armor set that I like. Like for my my ranger character, that was who I based my hunter on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I had my sniper rifle was the one. I had my sniper rifle. I had my auto rifle, and then I had like one or two. I forgot what the other thing that I had, but I had a nice setup with my character. I had this really nice cloak. I had the armor set that really worked perfectly. It was maxed out. It was boss. And then what happens? Did it happen in House of Wolves?
Well, I know what you mean because
my armor set, my weapons were garbage again, and I'm like, wait a minute. So I have to go through all the trouble of either hopefully getting a new, like legendary weapon or whatever, or I have to try and level up my shit all over again just to appease an expansion.
Well, that's the thing with World of Warcraft as well. When a new expansion comes out, all your gear is worthless because you level up another 5-10 levels, and you get new gear. Now, the thing that is okay is that when you're in a new expansion, or when you're in the same expansion, but then a new raid comes out, so it's like your gear's good, and the new upgrades you get is just a little bit better. But it's like if you don't need it or don't get it, it's okay because your gear's still good for now. Mm-hmm, Mm-hmm. But I think the thing with Destiny is now that there's Destiny 2 out, it's starting right from scratch.
Yeah.
So,
which I think is garbage. It's garbage. If you have a prior character, you should be able to transfer them into the second game.
Or at least give you a head start.
Yeah, giving me something for it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I put all that time building a character with all of the things. Listen, even if you had like a transfer system where it's like, listen, none of your weapons are going to work, trade us your weapons and your armor, you can keep your character, and we'll give you like fucking coin, or we'll give you a bunch of chests, random loot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or when you hit max level, guess what? You get a couple
You get a
boxes,
special legendary or whatever.
Something like that. Well, you know what? I think the best system would be, like, if you, like, a system like that would be, okay, so you got to max level and you got this level of gear, right? Mm-hmm. So when you get to max level in the next game, we're going to give you like a little box, and in the box is going to give you an assortment of gear so that you get a head start over other players with end game content.
Yeah, yeah. But like for me, well, the one thing I would have liked to see, I don't know if they did it in Destiny 2. I don't even know if they did it in the newer expansion, because I went up to the Taken King and I stopped playing. I says I'm not.
I think that was the last one.
Yeah, I'm not leveling up my guy anymore. I am not putting stupid amounts of time redoing my character over and over and over again. WoW players want to do it, let them. Me, I'm not doing it. So I got rid of Destiny. I says I'm done with Destiny. It was the same thing. And I know that this is kind of a tangent. It was the same thing with GTA. Was it GTA 5? Is the most recent one? GTA 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the same thing with online play with GTA 5, but that's another story. So I got rid of it. But the thing about it is, for me, I like doing raids. And the problem, like, I'm talking about the main bad guys, the main dungeons, like the main raids that they have in Destiny. I don't know what they call them.
Yeah, I think they were called raids.
They were called raids, right?
Yeah.
The one thing I didn't like about the raids is that if you didn't know anyone, if you didn't know anyone, you can't just like I don't know. I don't remember actually being able to like join a freaking raid with people I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to just kind of go into the raid and hope for the best.
Yeah.
You know, and that I think is stupid. Because if you can gather a bunch of people or recruit a bunch of people and say, hey, listen, I'm doing a raid, who wants to come with me? And you can send it out and wait for people to join you, and then you do a raid, that's great. But if you can't, but me not being able to do that, like me, I had to wait for James and his friends to have a raid going, and then I had to be lucky that, number one, I was home, because I was working overnights at the time, and I wasn't always at home. So for me, I had to get lucky that one night was the night that I was free, that I was playing Destiny, and I wasn't doing anything else, you know, just to play a raid.
Oh, did he just die?
Oh yeah, he died. Okay.
Just to play a raid. It was
I wanted a pet dragon, but
You know, I think the best game that did the customize your armor and upgrade it the best was Star Wars The Old Republic, because it's like you have a piece of armor and you get a new piece of armor. And this is for endgame only, so it's like all the epics and shit, right? You get a new piece of armor, you pull the mods out of that armor and you just plug it into your armor.
That's cool. That's cool.
So it's like you just pull the
but that was
stats.
very expensive, though.
Well,
I didn't like that.
They made it cheaper later because they realized, oh shit, this is pretty expensive.
I like the way WoW did it better. Can the Graug not attack the door from this? Oh, it can. Okay.
Well,
Come on.
I mean, WoW, it can be expensive too if you don't make a lot of gold.
Like, honestly, making gold in that game is not a problem anymore. I think WoW
Well,
did
I
it
mean,
the best.
I guess the same thing.
From my experience, anyway.
The same thing went for SWTOR later after you left. It's that making credits wasn't that big of a problem. Pulling the mods out wasn't as expensive. And you still get to keep whatever armor you're wearing. It's like, oh, I like this armor. I'm going to pull this shit out, plug it in here.
And let me tell you something. I loved the quest for gold in Skyrim. I really did. I loved the progression into being dirt poor and then going to being filthy, disgusting rich.
Murder everyone, take their shit, and then sell it.
Well, you know what the funny thing was? In this playthrough that I'm doing now, I didn't really kill and steal stuff that much.
Well, you see, I don't do that either, or at least I separate it. I have one guy who doesn't murder, doesn't steal, and then I have another person who's like, rob everyone. Yeah. I don't murder them per se because I need to sell them, but I rob them.
Honestly, what I did was I was in the Thieves Guild. I did the missions, and that made me quite wealthy. Then I did the Assassin's missions, and whoever I killed, if they had a house, I'd loot that house.
Oh.
This stuff, mine.
But you know what's funny? Once you get I think it's called Scoundrel's Folly, something like that, where you actually find more gems with loot. Once you get that, you're rich. Period. Because every person you pick, every person that you get loot from, whether you kill them, you pickpocket them, and then in like chests and stuff, you will find at least one gem. And those gems, when you trade them into fences, get really they're really valuable. And then once you raise your barter up and you start turning shopkeepers into fences and investing in the shopkeepers, you can pretty much sell anything you want to anybody, and you don't have to worry about just going to fences anymore.
You know, oh, dude, is he rotting? I think he's rotting.
Worm liquor.
Well, that's no question why.
That's what happens when you lick worms.
So,
Worms are bad, kids.
Wait, Gut Ripper, Tark Slayer, Worm Liquor.
Yeah.
Isn't there Worm Killer as well? We encountered a Worm
Yeah,
Killer.
Worm Killer, and not the worm like the dragon, like worm, from the ground.
Yeah. It was the WORM, not WYRM.
Okay, kids, this is your PSA. Don't lick worms. They make you rot from the inside out.
Yep.
Aw, it looked like he was giving him a hug. But no, he's just...
He looks like he's... he
Yeah,
looks
I'll
like
give
It's
you
like,
a hug.
what the fuck is...
He looks like he's face raping him. It's okay.
Pork the Oh, okay. Yeah, the followers I
head
have in this region are most of them are level 60 legendary, so...
His head exploded. I was gonna say, Skyrim, though, I gotta say, this new news that Skyrim's coming out for the Switch...
Yeah, I heard
calm
about
the fuck down! Skyrim's a great game. It doesn't deserve all these remakes.
Money.
I know,
Money.
but still,
Money.
they had Skyrim remastered. Now they have Skyrim for the Switch.
Let me tell you something. Skyrim Remastered was a great idea. You know why? Because it put Skyrim into the new gen consoles. That's money. Period.
Well, you know what was cool was if you had Skyrim on Steam and you had all the expansions, you would get Skyrim Remastered for free.
Yeah, and listen, that's also a good thing. You know what I'm saying? The Skyrim Remastered was a masterful move because they updated the graphics, which was good. I mean, granted, Skyrim still had glitches. I think all of Bethesda's shit has glitches. I don't think any of them are immune.
Well, you know, patches and modders fix that
They
shit.
try,
usually.
but there's still a lot of glitches here and there.
But you know what? You download the wrong mod and then you get more
Yeah,
glitches
that's why.
than
That's
you had
what. Listen,
before.
that's why I don't download mods. I'm
No,
cool
mods
with
are
working.
fun as
They are
fuck.
fun, but for me, it's like I'd rather play the game pure for me because it's less problems. Because me, I'm a little borderline
But
OCD with Skyrim.
In games like World of Warcraft, you have to get mods if you
Yeah.
want to like.
Yeah,
do
but you know
in-game
what? The
shit.
mods don't like change the aesthetics. They just adapt your UI. You know, they make your UI more impressive, more feasible. They give you better alerts. Whereas Skyrim is like you can make it so that all the fucking dragons are Thomas the Tank Engine. You know?
Yeah,
What?
that's actually kind of funny.
What?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie, they have some really funny.
And
funny mods like
they
that.
had another mod where they turned Alduin into Rainbow Dash.
Yeah. Yeah, that was funny.
But you know
Or
what?
it's like you had one that like all the mud crabs had like top hats and canes.
There was another one where someone changed the texture of rain to Tom Hanks' face. So when it was raining, you just see Tom Hanks' face.
That's
like everywhere.
They have mods like crazy. You know what's funny? I actually found a Dragon Dagger mod.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did. It was very mediocre.
You know what though? The mods that I download, they're all immersive mods. It's like
Yeah.
improved visuals, medieval armor, medieval weapons. Like I do things like because I know Skyrim is supposed to be like more Nordic and Viking.
Yeah, yeah.
But it, you know, it's attached to the heart of the Empire. Tamriel.
Yeah.
Wait, no, Tamriel's the whole continent, right?
Tamriel is no
where-
no, I'm sorry, I'm thinking Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, Tamriel is the whole
So
continent.
what was the place in Oblivion that? No, it was Tamriel.
No, Wow, I can't believe we're having this brain fart right
Yeah.
now.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I can't believe I can't think of it.
An old Tamriel.
Yeah, Tamriel is the entire map.
Yeah. So
And then
what's
you have the
middle
different.
continent?
Then you have the different continents. You have Hammerfell. You
Well, no,
have,
not regions.
yeah, regions. I'm sorry, regions.
Whatever. The middle,
whatever,
the
yeah.
middle part where the fourth game took place in, right? It's
Yeah.
connected right to Skyrim.
Yeah, it starts with a C.
Cyrodiil.
Cyrodiil.
Cyrodiil. There we go.
That's what I knew it. I knew it was a C, and you helped me out. It's fine. Yeah, but listen, you know what?
But just really quick,
Yeah, sure.
is that I download all these medieval mods because Cyrodiil is obviously that Western European feel, right?
Yeah.
So it's not
Very-
above and beyond.
Very Camelot-ish.
Yeah, very Camelot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not above and beyond to see medieval stuff in Skyrim.
No. of course
So that's why I love those medieval mods where it's like the plate armor and the the what have yous and the
I'm not gonna lie.
who's-nots.
One of the things I actually was a very big fan of, especially with Morrowind, the Elder Scrolls 3, was the so many variety of different weapons. They minimized the variety in 4 and 5, but you had such a big variety of different weapons. The armors were pretty much the same. The only difference is that in 3 and In 4,
I gotta say, this orc looks pretty cool.
yeah,